Yes, 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 yes. PFA conference, PFA dressmakers, fashionpreneurs. We are back. Woo! It's been 9 impactful sessions. We've had 8 speakers so far. We have a 9th one. It's been 3 days of impact. Who has felt the fire? Who has had a time of learning, unlearning, and relearning? If you are back in the stream and you have had some fire, let me see your fire emojis. Let me see your excitement in the comment section. Yes. Oh, your network, and we speak peace to your network. We speak absolute peace to your network. Esther Amasa has said this conference has been very impactful. Oh, Mary Ekalo cannot even wait for the session coming up next. You can't hear? Oh. Please, if you can see me and you can hear me, let me see you say that in the comment section. I can see and I can hear. And then we take it further from there. Yes, bring some excitement, bring some energy, bring some love, bring some humor into the space. All right. PFA, Profitable Fashionpreneurs Dressmakers Conference 2025. We never saw ourselves ending already, but I mean, the 3rd day is here. And oh, I see some fire emojis. Yes, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. Whoop, 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 whoop. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. We like the fire. We like the fire. We like the excitement. All right, so can you see me? Can you hear me? I want to know if I am being seen. If yes, okay. None here says I can see and I can hear you. All right. Peace for you, none here. All right. Yes, the impact is for a lifetime. Cannot thank Wura enough. Mike says, yes, I see and hear you. Jingang 4 says yes. Ngozi Daniel can see and hear. All right, so we take it further. We have heard that there is a structure that brings the profits. Profits is something that is structured and systematic. You don't jump into structure, you don't jump into profit without putting in effort. And so, for the past 3 sessions, we have all heard from various impactful speakers. I beg your pardon. I'm actually having an adrenaline rush, and I just cannot actually contain myself. I feel so good, and I know that great impact has come across the globe. Have I greeted my Ghanaian friends today? Come on, to Ghana, Akwaba. Our Kenyan friends, oh, bienvenue, French friends, bienvenue. Someone says Trisha Stitches is here with her fire. Oh, yes, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on, and on. So, yes, to every other speaking country, wherever you're watching from, I know that PFA conference gave us a global audience. And so we greet you from Nigeria. We greet you with the greeting of our 3 local dialects, which is Sanuda Zua Hausa, Ekabo Yoruba, and Ndewo for Igbo. This covers welcome across our most prominent Nigerian local dialects. So yes, it's been 3 days. Let's see if you have gotten your banger, your 12-in-1. Don't forget, the 12-in-1 guide is the system that will push you into the space of profitability. Yes, Mary Ekalo cannot wait to learn tonight. So if you have gotten your guide, I want to see you type for me again. 12-in-1 banger, gotten. Gotten my 12-in-1 banger. I've gotten my 12-in-1 banger. I've gotten my 12-in-1 banger. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, let's go, let's go, let's go. Cameroon. Oh, nice to have you. My mentor is here live, says Mary. Beautiful. We have a global audience and we love it. Halima says yes. Is this a yes to have gotten my 12 in one banger? Because, I mean, after the conference, there is something you need to go back and hold. There is something that would pull you through the process of profit making. Yes, Ewa Mazino, can you beat that? One of our own speakers even has her 12 in one banger. I mean, who is even breathing? Biebele says, I've gotten my 12 in one banger. And no. Oh my God. Mary Carlos says, Mrs. Ofere, thank you for this opportunity. All right. This is looking like a home call. All right. Thank you, Mary. Thanks for coming on board. Ubede says, I've gotten my 12 in one banger. Come on. This is it. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up to everybody that has taken the extra stretch. This is you getting your oil in your lamp. And like we know, the story of the 10 virgins, the ones with the extra oil in their lamp. You see this 12 in one banger? That's your extra oil in your lamp. Yes, Suliat says, awesome from the beginning to this very last session. It's never going to get over tonight. It's not getting over tonight. What's happening to us is that we are transitioning. We're transiting into another realm. So yes, Coach Otobore came to us. Coach Otobore came to us, and we also had Coach Linda Esowe, who is ready for the queen, the chief convener, the Amazon who has brought us this far, who is ready to hear from the number one queen of fashionpreneurs, who is ready to drink from a wine that is promised not to go down, because after this session, we are going to dive next into the bootcamp. We're going to jump next into implementation. So if you're ready for the queen of fashionpreneurs, please let me see you shoot some fire emojis, some flowers in the air. In the air, push some fire emojis in the air. Yes, yes, yes. I am ready, says Efiok. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I am ready. So many people. We are ready. We are ready. I am ready. Everybody is ready to come and have a toast to the next stage of launching. So, just before we have our queen come up on stage, can you drop one line, one takeaway that you are leaving this conference with? Just one, whatever has sat in your spirit. I know you have so much that has sat in your spirit. Just let me hear one line from any other speaker. Even if you can't quote the coach that said it, please bring that one line that you will leave here with. For me, if I was going to type, I would say that Leslie Grace said, money making starts in the mind. Your mindset is the first bank account where you deposit for profit. So let's hear you. Let's hear you. Let's hear you. We're so glad to have you. We're so glad to see you. We're so glad to be with you. Please drop what has really made impact for you in this season. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, Suliat says to be a smart worker. That's right. That's right. Trisha Stitches says she's ready. Welcome, Mama. I love you, Mama. All of this love going to our Queen Convener. All right. Eno says she's ready. And Eno Obiegu. And Sisang Ikon. Is this and Uya Iban? Oh, and a Kamba Parawa. We love you. We're happy to have you. We're happy to connect with you on this global stage. Esther Amasa, love and hearts everywhere. All right. Ifyok says, I learned that whatever personal money I invest in my business, the business must be able to pay me back. Yes, I will be very rich now if I get all my money back. That's right. That's right. Maria Carla, oh, more microphone press on nothing. I love you right back. I love you right back. Florence Joseph says, your business is a legacy. Yes, your business is a legacy. Nonye Agulu says, I must become the CEO my business needs. Come on, come on, come on. Suliat says, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Smart, as in, and that's on period. Smart, smart, that's on period. Come on now. Oh, someone is loving my gap teeth. All right. Thank you very much. It could actually be a takeaway from here. So when you remember the gap teeth, you remember that you have an implementation to do from the PFA conference. Yes, please bring on all of the energy that you have gotten and all of the learnings. And so it's about time. Somebody drum rolls as we bring on the queen. But just before the queen comes, you remember that we learned patterns, and I had a pattern in mind I wanted to share with this beautiful audience who is ready to follow me do a pattern. All the pattern architects, you can already tell what it is I'm about to bring to your faces. But then, if you don't, then get ready for the surprise. So, this is a pattern, and it tells me that there are happy wings ready to fly. Who is ready to fly with the queen of profitability? We are going live with the queen of profitability on 3, 2, 1, and drum rolls. Here she is.
The microphone empress with the ginger.
Oh, yes.
Because if there's no ginger, is she even your MC? See, if you have
Like,
any event and you're not calling the microphone empress, who is even doing MC? Who is even comparing for you?
why
Thank you
not?
so much, sis. I appreciate you. I honor you. Thank you so much for your energy that has been consistent through this conference.
Thank
I love
you.
you. Thank you.
Love you right back. Love you right
All
back.
right.
All right.
Good evening, fashionpreneurs. By now, I guess you guys should be tired of my face by now. Are you tired? Should I go home? Have you heard enough? Or should we do this one final stretch? So I want to know, have you had enough or should we do this one final stretch? Are you ready for the last stretch? Are you ready for the last stretch? Are you even ready for the last stretch? Okay, now I will give you a moment to get a pen and a paper because what you are about to have now is a divine visitation. What you're about to have now is a divine visitation. Now, I had prepared slides for this evening, and if you look at what was shared in the platform, you would see that there's a topic there, how to make your fashion business pay you consistently. But just this evening at about, it must have been 5 o'clock or thereabout, I was trying to eat because I wanted to be ready. And I heard a message as clear as day on what I'm supposed to say this evening. And I had to change those slides. In fact, I think I'm waiting for my team to send the new slides. I had to change those slides based on what I heard. So this session is a divine visitation session. I want you to come with your ears and your hearts open. I want you to come with your ears and your hearts open so that you can take any message that you hear for yourself. You can take any message that you hear. Just give me a moment. I'm trying to load up my slides. Like I said, the ones I had loaded up before are no longer the ones I'm using. Let's see if that's correct. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. You want to add more. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. Someone says they can't be tired of my face. Thank you. Thank you very much. So we are ready to go. We are ready to go. So the topic that I'll be teaching on this evening is that God wants you to be profitable. God wants you to be profitable. For those who are just joining the stream and for those who might not know me, my name is Wuraola Ubaka. I am called your profitable fashion coach. Because if your business is not making money, tell me, why are you even in business? And I feel that although I wanted to speak on something else, which was how to make your fashion business pay you consistently, God wants me to talk about your profitability. Because at the end of the day, the theme of this conference is dressmaking that makes money. So we need to understand what the concept of profit in itself is. And so this evening, we are going to be speaking about what profit is, and we are going to be examining it through the lens of the Bible. I'm a Christian, and for anybody who knows me, I always say that my Bible is my manual. And whatever I do, I locate myself in the word because I need to understand what God has said about me and comprehend it well so that I can apply it properly into my everyday life. And so let's go. Why does it matter that God wants you to be profitable? Why does it even matter? Now, profit is not, many times we have been collectively cultured to believe that profit, when you say profit, I want to make profit, people think that, no, why is she talking about money? Why is she talking about profitability? Profit is not a dirty word. God wants you to be profitable. And why does this matter? As fashion entrepreneurs, we are called not just to make dresses, but to be fruitful, to multiply, to build wealth with purpose. Profit is not a hustle. Profit is an expectation of every side of child of God. Whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're an atheist, whatever you believe, fruitfulness is a common thread. Because if we are not even fruitful, there'll be no earth. Like people won't even exist without fruitfulness. The world that we know will not even exist if people were not fruitful. And so fruitfulness is not something that is an option. It's something that is a must. So if you are doing business that is not fruitful, you can't really see the screen. If you are doing business that is not fruitful, you have a responsibility to find a way to ensure that that business you're doing is fruitful. Now, Deuteronomy 8, chapter 8, verse 18 tells us that it is God that gives us the power to get wealth so that he may establish his covenants. The power to get wealth has been given to you. God will not come down from heaven and give you the wealth. He has already given you the power to get wealth. So it is incumbent on you to activate that power. So when I hear people say, it's just God that makes people profitable. All these things. It's just God. This business, it's just God. Yes, God is the author and finisher of our faith. But then there are principles like seed time and harvest. If you sow, you must reap. So God is going to water what you have planted. So the question is that, what are you planting? That is why the Bible says that Paul planted and Apollos watered, but God gave the increase. So yes, we agree that God has a role to play, because of course he does. But have you done your own role that can activate the God factor for you? Or are you waiting for God to do his role and yours? You must first do your path, and then God will now bless it. Now, your talent, that eye for design, it didn't come to you by accident. There are some of you that when you design, when they talk, you say, that girl they design scatter. If she design for you like this, when you come out, yes, you can design, and it is God that gave you that talent. So the question I have for you today is that I can design talent, what are you doing with it? Are you letting your light shine so bright for others to see and glorify your Father in heaven? Or are you hiding it under a bushel? That is the question for you tonight. And I'm going to let you answer it by yourself. But what I have to tell you is that God gave you that talent, and he expects you to use it, to build it, and he will now bless it. If you're not using and building that talent, you're not giving God enough to bless. You're not giving him what to bless. So what is profit? What is profit? Number one, profit is fruitfulness. Someone say fruitfulness. I want to see fruitfulness in the comment section. I want to know you people are following me. Profit is fruitfulness. 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 Your fashion business must be profitable, because if it is not profitable, it is not fruitful. If it is not profitable, it is not fruitful. And fruitfulness must be evident. It's not for us to be busy doing nothing. You're just busy. You're just busy all the time. Every time you're busy. Either you're going to market, you're going to this place, you're taking bottle, you are bidding, but you are not fruitful. Yes, fruitfulness. You are not fruitful. John 15:8 says that it is to my Father's glory that you bear much fruit. Because if you are not fruitful, some people will not believe that you serve a living God. And that is the truth. You cannot witness about Christ if you're not fruitful. Because at the end of the day, everything that we do, the lives that we live, I don't need to come to you and tell you about Jesus and say, oh, if you salvation. Your life is a ministry. Some people's salvation are tied to you just living your life in God's glory. Just actually doing that your divine calling and doing it well. Like there are people that will see the way you're doing your fashion business and say, this person, Kai, the way she's doing this business, it can only be God. And I'm sure some of us have said that about other people before. You say the way this, it can only be God that is working through this person. Because if your business does not bear fruits, somebody somewhere cannot say that it can only be God. Someone somewhere cannot say it can only be God. So, your business must be profitable. Profitability is fruitfulness. Now, your profit is an evidence of your productivity. It is your business saying that you are bearing fruits. You have not just been busy, but you're actually bearing fruits. You are actually bearing fruits. Second, so remember, number one, profit is productivity. Second, profit is multiplication. I want to see it in the comment section. Profit is productivity. Profit is multiplication. Your profit is in your multiplication. Now, for Any of us on this stream who is Christian, we must have heard about the parable of the talents. And for those who don't know, the parable of the talents simply summarized is that there was a master who was going on a trip and he had 3 servants. To one, he gave 5 talents. To one, he gave 3. And to one, he gave 1, according to the measure of their ability. And what happened? To the one he gave 5 talents, that person took the 5 talents and multiplied it. The one he gave 3 talents, that person took the 3 talents and multiplied it. And the one he gave 1 talent said, this talent, I know what I will do. I'm going to bury it so that nothing will happen to these talents. It will just be okay. When my master comes back, the talent will still be there. I will just dig it up and give it to him. And when the master came, he said, oh, come and give an account of the talents that you have been given. The first one says, oh, master, good and faithful master, you gave me 5 talents and I have multiplied it. I have brought back 5 more. The second servant said, oh, you gave me 3 talents and I have multiplied it. I have 3 more talents. That's 100%. And the last one said, I know that you are a very strict master. So I didn't want your money to lose. So I decided to bury the money. So here is your 1 talent. I still have it. Nothing happened to it. It's safe. And you know what the master called him? The master called him a wicked and selfish servant. He didn't lose the talent. The talent was there. But he didn't make that talent bear fruits. The master went further to tell him that you could have even put it in the bank, at least it would have earned some interest. You could have done something with it. But what did you do? You buried it so that nothing will happen. Let it just remain in a state of equilibrium. You see that state of equilibrium in your business, right? That place where it's just okay. You're at an equilibrium. You're not going up or you're not going low. You're just okay. It is a problem. That equilibrium is a problem because you are called to fruitfulness and you are called to multiplication. So if there is no form of multiplication, so you are not adding one-on-one, no matter how small, there's no increase, then there's a problem with your systems. You need to get back in there. It's not normal, it is not biblical, and it is not right. Next, what is profit? Profit is abundance. Profit is abundance. It is the abundance that you get from the multiplication that creates that margin for you. It is the abundance that you get that makes it able for you to give back. It is the abundance that makes it possible for your business to become a legacy. Because if you're just doing one thing at a time, you collect one dress from Peter, you sew it, you give him back, you collect the next dress from Paul, you sew it, you collect just like that. You are not building abundance because you're not able to gather so that you can multiply. And then you multiply. When the Bible says it's precept upon precept and line upon line. So when you put one small thing on the other, and then on the other, and then on the other, what happens is that it keeps compounding. And then it becomes an abundance. And that's why just before me was Otobore talking about finances. Because your ability to be able to take care of your finances and then put one on the other, it's what is going to bring the abundance. So your profit is in abundance. Abundance is profit, right? Now let's go. What happens when there is no fruit? Why is it dangerous for you to be unfruitful? What's the danger in unfruitfulness? Now, again, I'm going to use biblical examples because for me, those are the things that make things make sense to me. There was a story, a parable was told of Jesus. He was passing on the road and then he saw a fig tree. This tree was beautiful. Wonderful tree. All the leaves, everything was complete on the tree. And then he went to the tree and he wanted to get a fruit from the tree. And the tree had no fruits. No fruits. Beautiful tree. No fruits. Do you know what Jesus did? He cursed the tree. He cursed the tree for his unfruitfulness. It is dangerous for you to be unfruitful. It's dangerous for you not to be multiplying in any way. It is dangerous. You see, I always tell people that I mentor that don't settle in success and don't settle in failure. If you think your business has gotten to the point where you feel like, I'm just okay now, where I am is okay, that's the day that you start retrogressing. You cannot be okay. You should always keep setting the bar higher. As you're moving, you're shifting the bar. As you're moving, you're shifting the bar. Because that's what ensures that you can keep going forward. And we're not talking about starting from 0 and getting to 100. No. We are talking about consistent progress. You have to be consistent in your business. There are some of you that the reasons why you're not making profits in your business is because you're not consistent. You operate your business like it's a hobby. When you're tired, you will not show up. Now we live in a digital age. Whether you have a shop or not, nobody is entering there. They are online. You will wake up in the morning, you will not open your shop, which is your online business. In the evening, you will not open your shop. I don't know. Can anybody see me and hear me? Someone is saying my network is bad. My team member is saying my network is bad. Can you confirm if you can see me and hear me so that I know I'm not talking to myself? Because someone in the studio is saying my network is bad. Can I get a confirmation that I am being seen and heard, please, before I go on? Can you see me and hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? I can't see anybody here. Can you see me and hear me? Yes, we can see and hear. Thank you. Okay, we can see and hear. Thank you. All right, thank you. So maybe it's from your end since, okay, good. So where was I? So if you have a business that looks beautiful on the outside, but deep down, you know that this thing, it's not really as profitable as it should be. You need to start looking for solutions to that. Don't settle. Don't get comfortable. Don't say, there are some of us that, and I used to fall into that trap before. I'll say, after all, I'm still better than somebody else. Your only competition is yourself. Nobody else concern you. Don't see them. Your only competition is the person you were yesterday and the person that you see when you are in the mirror. That's your only competition. My mentor, Coach Wendy Ologe, says there's no mate anywhere. You don't have any mates. Even if you and somebody started sewing on the same day, that person is not your mate. You're the only one that knows your journey. You're the only one that knows your God-ordained purpose. He did not share it with anybody else. The vision is yours. It's you that he gave. So don't be comparing yourself and say, after all, that my friend, two of us, we started this fashion business at the same time. She has even close self, but me, at least I'm maybe still managing. I'm still trying. I'm still getting small customers. My dear, move. Don't sit down there. Yes, you stopped at not opening your online business because of laziness and inconsistency. Okay, thank you. Move. There's no mate anywhere. So you need to wake up every day knowing that I am called to fruitfulness. What am I doing today to ensure that I am fruitful? Do I need to post? Do I need to create? Do I need to reach out people? Do I need to send out emails? What do you need to do? Every day, assign a fruitfulness task for yourself. Say today, this is my fruitfulness task. This is what I'm doing to ensure that I am fruitful today. To ensure that I am fruitful today. So let's move. Your business can both be beautiful and profitable. Remember, we say we don't want beautiful businesses. Oh, I'm a fashion entrepreneur. This fashion entrepreneurship, I'm a fashion entrepreneur. Every birthday, you will snap picture. You will do fine dress for yourself like this because you're fashion CEO. Your dress, your train will reach from here to Gwagwalada because you are the CEO. But when we open your book, we'll be asking yourself that this CEO, bow, how is it going? You need to be truthful to yourself. You are not just a tailor, you are a kingdom builder. You are called to shift things. Because you see, when you see your business as a divine calling, the way you will handle it is different. If the president of America, Donald Trump, brings his child, Esther is laughing, brings his child and says, take care of this my child. This my child, make this child to be very okay. This child, I want this child to be the best. Handle this child well. How will you treat that child? Will you not do heaven and earth to be sure? Because this is the president's child that you're with. Your business is your baby. How are you treating your business? Your business is your baby. Are you treating that business like your baby? Are you nurturing that business? Are you pouring into that business? It's like your child. Many of us on this stream have children. Are you pouring into that child, nurturing the child so that the child can blossom? That child that is your business, are you waking up every day and nurturing that child? Or are you saying, I beg go, this business, I just started it, so it's not even as if I really wanted to do so. And I know there are a lot of people who started sewing, not because they wanted to sew. I'm one of them. When I started dressmaking, I wasn't planning to make it a business, to be honest. In fact, I particularly remember one of the fashion schools I attended. The day that I was giving my project, I was, doing my final project. There was this particular trouser set I made. And the person who was reviewing it said that the hem of the trouser was too small for the length of the trouser. But when I was introducing the important thing is that when I was introducing my collection, I said, yes, that, this is just a hobby to me. I just like to sew. And she corrected me that day and it stuck with me. She said, this may start as a hobby to you, but let it not end as a hobby. Because if you keep telling yourself that this business is a hobby, it will never grow. If you keep treating your business like a hobby, you will not grow it because it's a hobby. It's a side hustle. It's not a calling. You're just, I beg go anyhow. If this thing is, so if it works, it works. If it does not work, I will leave it. I will start another business. Can you throw away your baby? If your child is not doing well, you will throw away the child and get another child. If your child is not doing well, you find it is your responsibility to look for a solution. Your child cannot read, his mates can read. You look for a solution. Why is my child not reading? What am I doing wrong? What can I do? You look for a solution. That's the same thing you do for your business. If something is not working in your business, you find a way to get it fixed. You don't throw it away. Because let me tell you the thing with businesses. Business principles are dynamic. They are the same. If you cannot grow your fashion business, you can't grow your hair business. You can't grow your food business. You can't grow any business. If you cannot succeed in one business, you can't replicate that success. Yes, I said it. So when I hear people say, fashion business is not profitable, I just want to get another business. My dear, if you cannot make that fashion business profitable, when you start the next business, you will stop again because it will not be profitable. There's always a reason why something is not profitable now. You will stop again because it's not profitable. And you will start another business and then stop. I'm sure if you look at yourself or you look in your circles, you know some people that have done 1 million businesses in their lifetime. This year, they are baker. Tomorrow, they are tailor. Next tomorrow, they are hairdresser. Next tomorrow, they say it's Okrika that is selling. They are selling thrift. The next, they are importer, exporter. They have done everything. And you see, the problem when you jump from place to place is that you do not have staying power. So you cannot stay and you cannot grow. Because for you to be able to grow in something, you first sink your roots in. So you first have to sink your roots and then come up, right? So if you don't have the staying power to enable your root, to enable you to be grounded, you can't stay. If I have not been a fashion entrepreneur for 15 years plus, I cannot come here and be talking to you. What do I want to tell you? But everything that you are probably going through in your business, I have gone through it. And some of them, I'm still going through. Yes, I'm not coming here presenting myself as a perfect person. But what I am saying is that we can be profitable. Wherever we are now, we can be more. If you're making 1,000 naira now, you can make 10,000 and 100 and then 1,000,000. You can be more. That's the message. The message is that it's not that you have to be perfect today. The message is that wherever you are, do not settle there. Know that you can be more. Keep asking yourself, what do I do to be more? Where can I go to be more? Who do I need to network with to be more? What can I put in to be more? Don't just be okay. Your business is not making money, but you're sitting there, you're okay. You're just, let me just be doing it. Naga, be going. No. Come out of there and look for a solution to it. And that's what that's the whole thing that this conference is about. It's about finding solutions to our problems so that when we start deploying those solutions, they can make us more profitable. So let's move. So, what will you do with what you've heard? So we've all been at this conference. We've listened, we've learned, we've heard so many things from the first speaker till the last speaker. We've heard so many things. What are we going to do with all the things that we have heard? What are we going to do? Are we going to go back? You go back into the group, you say, this conference, top class, value. You will finish shouting value. We'll come back next year, you'll still be shouting value where you are. Please, I beg, I'm not your coach. You need to take action. Thank you, Dr. Aisha. You need to take action. You take action with the things that you've heard. You take action with the things that you heard. You cannot afford to be unfruitful because unfruitfulness is death. Please, someone should type it there. Unfruitfulness is death. It's cause that they cause the tree. Unfruitfulness is death. I want to see that in the comment section so that people will understand. I'm not here to make you feel happy, make you feel good. I'm here to tell us the truth. And these are truths that I tell myself too. Do you know the truth? I'll give you an example. I have sat down, I have done the 12 in one bundle. The 12 in one bundle is a systemization mechanism. Even me, for my business, Wura, I have bought that bundle. I have bought it for my team members. Because guess what? Even me, I didn't even have it before. We had other things that we use, but that one is more systemized. So I bought it. And Wura has to buy it from PFA. Now, PFA is a different business. So, unfruitfulness is death, not debt. It's death. You will die if you're unfruitful. Yes. So, you will die. Your business will die if your business is not fruitful because it's your business we're talking about. So, if your business is not fruitful, it will die. Now, how are we relating this? How are we pulling this all in? Yesterday, on this stream, I told fashionpreneurs that were here, I said, profitability is in scalability. It is in the numbers. Let's not be deceived. You're a bespoke fashion designer, you like to sew, you're making fine clothes. Yes, I agree. Well done. I'm clapping for you. Your dresses are so brilliant. They are beautiful. When people wear them, God. Correct. But how much are you banking? How much is inside the bank? Otobore just finished a session with us and she has asked us 25 questions. Go back home and sit with those questions. Come back, catch a replay, sit with those questions. Answer yourself. Do a self-audit. Where are you? She was even asking the question, I was auditing myself, because even me, there are questions there that I need to go back with my team and we need to actually answer. Do a self-audit. If you are sewing as a bespoke dressmaker and you're sewing one dress, one person. Okay, let's assume that you have 10 tailors. Well, we're fashion entrepreneurs here, so let's talk the numbers. You have 10 tailors. Your 10 tailors are doing how many, as a bespoke dressmaker, how many clothes can you realistically sew in a day? A bespoke dress. Please, I want to see fashionpreneurs in the comment section. Let's answer ourselves. How many dresses do you think a bespoke dressmaker, one person, one tailor? So maybe you have a team of maybe even 2 tailors. How many clothes can one tailor sew in a day realistically? Bespoke clothes. So a skirt and blouse that is, maybe not too technical, but just a good skirt and blouse, very nice fit, correct skirt and blouse. How many can you sew in a day? I'm not seeing any comments in the comment section. How many can you sew in a day? How many? Let's say that you're 4. You can sew 4 skirts and blouses in a day. Correct skirt and blouse, fully lined, fully stayed. Mary, you can sew 4 in a day. That's fantastic. Only you, one tailor, can sew 4 skirts and blouses in a day. Okay, who is matching Mary's speed here? 4 skirts and blouses in a day, 1 per tailor. Okay, that sounds more realistic to me. 1 or halfway done. Alero, okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. 2, someone says she can sew 2 skirts and blouses in a day. Okay. So can I see more answers? So let's assume that we take an average of 4 and 2. Let's say the average is 2. Let's say 2 is the average. Let's say on an average you can sew 2 in a day, right? And you collect clothes from customers. You make these clothes, you give them out. You have tailors that are sewing 2. Maybe you have 2 tailors, each sews 4 in a day. But every time that you have to sew, you're sewing for a new customer now. Maybe one customer brings 3 dresses, the rest one, you understand? So you're not going to sew one thing. You're sewing even that one customer that brought 3 dresses, you're not going to sew the same design for her now. You will sew 3 different designs for her, right? Now, it means that if you do patterns, you have to pattern 3 different things for that one person. If you don't do patterns, you have to cut on free hand. Treat it 3 different times for that one person. Now, when we are calculating the numbers, how can you do? Now, let's compare it to someone who is doing a pattern for a ready-to-wear dress. And remember, she has batch produced. So what did I do? I knew that I was entering a production cycle. So when I went to source fabric, I have done a sample piece for this thing. I know that, okay, I want to do this thing. And I know my customer base. I know that I can realistically push out 20 of these items. So I'm going to go to the market and I'm going to buy for 20 once. I'm going to buy zips for 20. I'm going to do everything once. Then I'm going to give myself a target. I'm going to sit and I'm going to produce for my 20, and then I'm going to push it out. Or even if I decide not to produce for my 20 at once, I will pattern it. I will do my patterns. I'll have them down. So I know that whatever my sample is ready to go. I'm grading it. Once someone comes and they're bigger size, I add my graded measurements. Meanwhile, grading is part of your measurement guide. So grading is the process of increasing your measurements systematically across sizes. It's part of your measurement, your ready-to-wear measurement guide. Anyway, so you grade it and you produce it in bulk. That one, in a day, one ready-to-wear dressmaker can realistically produce at least 3 items, maybe 4, depending on the complexity of the style. Why? Because you're not cutting 2 times. You're cutting with a pattern, you're scaling. And the day that I tire you, you do your sample and send it to a production company. And they send it back and you sell. So when I talk about profits, you cannot be a profitable the way I have calculated my profit to as a bespoke dressmaker. No, you can't. There's a limit to how much you can actually make. There's a limit to how much you can make. It's not prayer and fasting. There's a limit. Whether you have a big team or a small team, there's a limit. And I like to define profit and wealth through 3 different lenses. I define it through the lens of time. I define it through the lens of money. And I define it through the lens of social wealth. And I'm going to start with time wealth. If you are a bespoke dressmaker, and I have said it before on this slide, that if you are a bespoke dressmaker, your business is you. Because remember, people pay a premium for bespoke. It's not like bespoke is not more expensive. It is more expensive for a reason. You are the premium now. It is you that they are coming for. So when you travel, your business will travel. And when you're pregnant, your business will be pregnant. When you give birth to your bouncing baby boy, your business is giving birth with you. Because when your customer comes and they want to pay a premium, they are paying it to you. They are not paying it to your production manager. They are not paying it to your team of tailors. You have to at least be there. They are paying that premium to you. That's the truth. So what happens is that you're not able to build a structure that is functioning without you. You have to be inside there. That's number one. So that time, what is the time value that you have to dedicate to that business? And if you are dedicating all that time to that business and you can't dedicate it to other things, that means that you cannot expand your wealth creation strategies. Everything is tied to that business. So that's time. Now let's talk about social wealth. It is said that we are a sum total of the people that we know. We always hear this, that your network determines your net worth, which means that the more people that you know means that you have more, it gives you more opportunities. The more opportunities you have, naturally. Now, if I have clothes, and I do have clothes that are going to Morocco, Egypt, UK, US, Canada, Kenya, Denmark, Netherlands, and you have clothes that are just within where you are. Maybe if they go out, maybe few and far between. It means that naturally I'm already ahead of you on the social ladder because I'm making more networks. My networks are moving. So the day that I move, I find myself in France, I call my customer there. Louisa, how far? I'm in your country. My networks are increasing, which means that I'm already positioning myself for more wealth automatically. Because people know me more, they can recommend me more, they can buy my things more. Because I have products that are scalable, that are shippable, I can move them more. Right? Now, let's talk about actual money wealth. How do you make money in your fashion business? You make money by the numbers. How many are you sending out? How many things? It's in the numbers. Profit is in the numbers. Put it in the comment section. It's not in how much you charge. It's in how much is left after that. It's in the numbers. How can you keep replicating those numbers? So if I'm making 40 pieces of an item and I'm selling those 40 pieces, and I'm giving myself 1 week to make and move out 40 pieces, and you cannot do 40 pieces, it means that already I'm at an advantage over you. Yes, because you see, the thing with Bespoke is that Bespoke is safe, and that's why I want you to leave. It's safe. Why is it safe? Because you're going to collect somebody's money before you sew their clothes. And it's a safe place to be because you're not tying anything down. But you see, the principle of activating growth starts with giving. You have to give. That's why we say, give and it shall be given unto you. So even in that you're ready to wear, you know that you first have to give. When you give, you get rewarded by receiving. But when you are a bespoke, you're waiting for to receive, which means that you are not in control of your reward. Because if you don't receive, it means that you cannot give. And that's a dangerous place to be. Very dangerous. You need to be the one in the driver's seat so that you know that you're the one giving and receiving. Now, what does it do? If you know that you have spent money to create a collection, my dear, you will not sleep. You dey sleep? You dey craze? Why are you sleeping? Your mind will tell you have to sell it. You must sell. When I was doing Bespoke, nobody knew me. My Instagram page is there, Wura NG. Go on it, go down. Just move down. You will see when I started growing. I'm not here talking. My page is there, Wura NG. Go and check it on Instagram at wura.ng. Move down on the page. You will see where I was doing Bespoke. First of all, check how many things I could post in a day. I will tell you why. Because your customer will come and say, you know, I don't want my clothes to don't put my clothes as I don't want anybody to see. I don't want them to see what I want to wear to this wedding. So you're not going to be able to fit. They've paid you for the cloth, a premium. You're not, if they say you should not take a picture of their dress, my dear, you're not taking a picture of their dress. That's the contract. So you will not take a picture. Which means you don't have content to post. Where will you get it from? So you are now at their mercy. You say, ma, when you wear the dress, so please send us a picture. We like your just send us. I bet they paid you for the dress. They don't owe you nothing. They don't owe you anything. They don't have to send you picture, my dear. They don't have to send you picture. They've paid you. So if they don't send you picture, you have nothing to post. And if you don't post, guess what? Nobody knows you. Nobody they see you. So that's how I was there, sewing fine dresses, wedding dresses, bridesmaid dresses, this dress, that dress. Nobody know me. Nobody. When you be saying I can sew, you don't even have anything to show that you can sew. I can sew is inside your mouth. It's only you that knows that you can sew. I can sew. If you see the way I sew like this, you have nothing to show for it. The power is not in your hands. Until the day that I transitioned, I didn't even know that I was suffering. And that's the truth. I did not know that because when you become a ready-to-wear dressmaker, the power, you have taken your power back. You have taken your power back. Now, here are the things that you will do because you're with your power. Number one, you can define your vision. You know that thing that made you start sewing? You know the kind of dresses that you really wanted to sew. You know the type of creativity that you really wanted to put out to the world. You get to now do that. Growing up, my mom was one of the early influences I had in dressmaking because she used to make a lot of my dresses by hand. And my mom used to have all these English books that had all these nice little frocks that she used to make for people. And so I really always wanted to make dresses that made people look like royalty in the simplest way. Like, I wanted your dresses to make you look elegant without making you look loud. I wanted you to own the room without being overburdening. You know, there are some people that will enter somewhere. You will see feather. You will see applique here. They have put the whole world. They are looking like masquerades. And guess what? There are sometimes that they will give you that thing to design, but you know that that thing is not you. And you will design it because you need the money. And then when they go outside, they will ask them, who is your designer? They will even tag you, but shame will be catching you because you know that true, if God, between you and your God, you would have never designed that type of dress in your life. Oh God. If I remember my bespoke days, so I was like, so far to Fiakwa. So you will design that thing, they will go and tag you. You will say, God, why? Sometimes you even on tag. You will even on tag. You see, someone said, I asked my customer to send me a picture of a beautiful dress I made for her. She said, am I your model? Will you pay me? She has paid you money for the dress. She doesn't owe you anything. She doesn't owe you anything. She doesn't have to pay you 1 naira. She doesn't have to send you a picture. So it doesn't allow you to share your point of view with the world. Nobody knows your point of view. Your point of view is buried inside because the designs that you're putting out are your customers' designs. You're bending to the whims and caprices of everybody at any time. So we don't know who you are. When they say Alero stitches or Damola stitches, nobody knows what you stand for. If you go to wura.ng, you will know who we are. We are unapologetic about the woman we are selling to. We are not trying to sell to anybody else. If you're not a classy, confident woman, you're not our customer. And it's okay. It's okay. If you come and ask me, so this one that is tight, I know they sew tight clothes. And I don't also sew over burdening boo-boos. I sew dresses that make you look classy. And if that's not you, you're not for me. So, because I'm a ready-to-wear dressmaker, I can tell you my vision. I can share it with the world. And you see what happens? You start aligning. People that look like the people that are like you are the people that find you. When you want to do your promotions, your ads, your sponsorship, your influencer, you know who you're looking for because you have a clear vision of your brand. That's what it does for you, right? Second, so I've told you are selling your point of view. You have your vision. You can sell your own vision. What else does it do for you? You can determine your production cycle. Thank you. You can determine your production cycle. You can say, I want to produce now, sell, produce. Does it mean that there will be times that you're not selling? No, you'll be selling throughout. But you have a production cycle. So when you bring out new designs, you market, sell, and then you're doing a new set of designs for the next time that you're selling. Am I saying ready to wear is easy? Of course not. But there's a method. There's a method to it. And it's within your control. It's within your control. So you're taking your power back. It's your brand. You are the brand label owner. It is what you want the world to see that should be projected. Right? Now, let's talk about scalability. Last year, I was in the US for a pop-up. In fact, I wasn't even planning to do a pop-up. And that's the beauty of Ready to Wear. I just wanted to go for a holiday. And then I have customers who order. We have a customer base around the world. And so we have customers who order. So we reach out to all our customers and said, you know what? We're bringing free deliveries for people. You people have been paying money for so long. Let's bring your clothes to you for free. So anybody that has things, you can order, you can stockpile, we're getting it to you for free. So we could do that, right? And then the customer says, no, are you just coming to do holiday? I say, yes, I don't want stress. I just want to come and rest. She said, no, you have to do pop-up. I don't want to do pop-up now. I'm tired. No, you must do pop-up because at least let's my dear, that's our cost. That is when you have a vision, other people will carry your vision on their head like water. Because they can even see it more than you can see. That's the truth. This woman carried this thing on her head, carried my pop-up on her head. She carried it on her head, and we did that pop-up. In fact, most of the people that came there were even her friends. And besides the customers that we had in that particular city. It was mostly even her, but we did it. And that opened my eye to something. When you are building social wealth, you don't even know where your influence is going. You don't even know, because you are just, when they say be fruitful and multiply, you're just spreading fruitfulness around. And as it's going, it's dropping, it's producing more fruit. It's dropping here, it's producing. You don't even know the extent of your fruitfulness. So that ability to scale, you can decide whether you're doing direct to customers, so whether you're selling through your website, through Instagram, through DMs. You can decide whether you're selling to wholesalers. You can decide whether you're doing private events, pop-up, membership-only events. You can decide all that. It is within your control. That's what being a ready-to-wear dressmaker does for you. And so what's my final charge to you today? What's my final charge? You have been fed. You have been equipped. You have been inspired. Now it's your turn. Yes, even the Bible says, write the vision, make it plain, and people will run. Exactly. Now, what are you going to do about it? If you sit down and you truly know that you need help in your business, that you have been doing this thing, but somehow something is missing and you don't know what it is, it's time for you to seek help. You don't have to suffer in silence. The suffering is not a badge of honor. People say, I don't even like telling stories of my suffering in my business, because if I knew what I knew then when I knew now, the truth of the matter is that I've always been someone who was particular about mentorship. And so at every point in the time, I've had a mentor. But here's what's different. At the time I started sewing was not glamorous. Lawyers were not sewing. Young people were not sewing. People were not sewing. I started sewing 16 years ago. How many people were people were sewing, but it was like tailors in the market, some of my mother's friend, older people were sewing. You didn't have a lot of young people sewing. So there were very few role models that you could say, okay, I can learn from this person. What's this person doing? How are they doing it? So most of the things that I know, I had to struggle to find on my own. It's not a badge of honor. I don't wear it as a badge of honor. God forbid. When I wanted to do coaching, I went to look for who was coaching to teach me how to coach, so that to teach me how to teach you well. Because there's a method to everything. If I don't know how to communicate these things that I know properly, I cannot come and communicate and you'll be telling me value. I won't know how to do it well. So I had to go and learn that even if I was a dressmaker, I'm not a teacher. Now I had to learn how to teach. So there's a method to everything that you do. So if you know that God has called you into this business and that you are ready to make it make sense, that you are ready to make it make money, I have created the Ready to Wear Bootcamp for you. You need to get in there. There are many things I'm not going to share on a live stream, and there are many things I'm not going to share if I'm not paid for, because there's nothing that I got for free. Because even if you're suffering through it, it's not free. Those of you suffering, you know how much money you have wasted, how much money you have lost because you did not know the right thing to do. So let's block those holes. If you know that you need this bootcamp, don't say you don't have money. Go and borrow. And it will be the last time you have to borrow for your business. Because as far as you are ready to implement the things that I teach you, I can guarantee that you will be able to increase your profits tremendously. Increase your profit that brings you to a place of rest. Yes. So the Ready to Wear Bootcamp has been created to take you from confused, from struggling, from wondering what to do, wondering all those questions that you have that you will ask them in the bootcamp. It is implementation. It is community. At the end of the day, you can know everything in the whole world. It is knowledge that you implement that will give you results. It's not what you know. It is what you implement. Even me that is coaching you, I will be implementing it in my own business. Make no mistake, because I will not save the whole world and I will not save myself. I will be implementing it in my own business. I will implement it in my own business. I will implement it. So don't think that I'm here to, I'm your coach. Me too, I'm my business coach too. I'm coaching Wura as I'm coaching you. So my team, some of them are on this live stream. Because I will not say, wherever I am, I can be better. And as I am learning more, because obviously if I have to teach you, I have to go and get extra knowledge. I will be implementing it in my own business. If you know that you're struggling and you are still sitting, say, that's how we used to come and talk. Then we talk, they will just collect your money. I beg, I'm not paying. It's okay. You don't have to pay. But next year we will do conference again. No, I will do it. We will do conference next year again. And you will come and tell me the story. And then the people that went to bootcamp will come and tell their own story. And then we will compare notes. Suffering is not a badge of honor. There is no award for who suffer pass. If you know Nigerians, we like to trade suffering stories. God forbid me, I've left there. I'm not trading suffering stories. If you see the way I suffered, hey, me, I suffered. Yes, we can trade suffering stories, but we don't have to. I want us to be trading success stories. Let's change suffering to success stories. Why are we trading suffering stories? I want to say, last year, I used to make 100K, but this year we are making 1 million. Last year we were making 1 million, but this year we were able to increase our annual turnover to 10 million. That's what I want to hear. I want us to trade success stories. Exactly. Success stories. That's what I want us to trade. And that's the system we're going to be creating in the bootcamp. Now, if you say, I'm already a fashion entrepreneur, I've been doing this thing since, so I don't really need bootcamp. I've created 12-in-1 guide for you. I've given it to conference people at 1,000 naira, 12-in-1 bundle, 12K. You're still there. Your village people are telling you that you don't need it to. All these people, you just open that guide now, you will not see anything. No problem. Don't buy it. When the people that buy it are having their results, you will come back, but you will buy it for 5,000 naira each. And I will sell it to you. Because I'm your profitable fashion coach. My job is to teach you profit now. So at least I have to show you that I'm not afraid to collect your money. Because I'm giving you value. Yes. So if you know you need help, don't sink. Don't suffer in silence. Don't suffer alone. Your environment is bigger than you. You need to be able to locate yourself somewhere that when you wake up in the morning, they're talking about your fashion business. When you go to sleep at night, they're talking about your fashion business. When you're eating, your voice note is following you, is pursuing you every day. So you know that you are moving in a consciousness that have I done this thing I'm supposed to do today? Because at the end of the day, your environment is bigger than you. And that's why we need communities. If you were raising a child and you know there's an environment, and this environment, they say that, the girls in that environment, they're always getting pregnant. Every time they get pregnant, will you carry your daughter and go and put there? Why do you think God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah? Because the environment was promiscuity prone. So, what am I saying? If you are in an environment that is not helping your growth, you need to change your circle. Find a circle that will take you to where you want to go to. Your vision is what determines the circle that you are. So if you know that you want to operate in a certain level, assess where you are. Say, this place that I am, can I take me to that place I want to go to? Can he take me there? And if he cannot take you there, move. Move. Don't look like, move fast. That's what I need you to do. And what is in those guides? I'm going to just quickly explain the guides, explain what each guide is. Let me see if I can pull up the guides. One moment. Let's see if I can pull up the guides. Okay. Where is it? Oh, there's an issue uploading this file. One moment, guys. I'm trying to pull up the guides, but if I can't, I'm going to have to probably. Okay. So, okay. Okay. So, these are the guides. Now, what do the guides contain? Someone was asking me in the group, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to answer it on the live stream. Your fabric mastery guide tells you what fabrics you need for your again, this is a ready to wear transition bundle. I have explained I have no business with Bespoke. I'm here for profitability. Bespoke is not it. So I'm not here to help you with your bespoke business. If you are a bespoke fashion designer, I'm not your coach. I'm here for the ones that want to move. You have been a bespoke, but you want to move, or you want to start a ready to wear alongside your bespoke. You want to look for how to marry it, start it, and then move. I'm your coach. You want to die inside bespoke, avoid me. I'm not your coach. I'm not apologetic about not being your coach. I'm not here for everybody. I'm here for the people that want to make money through ready to wear. That's what I'm here for. Thank you. Now, the fabric mastery guide tells you how to be able to choose fabrics for your bespoke designs and for your ready to wear designs. Pardon me. How many yards you need per design, for example. How to be able to stretch test your fabric, color grade your fabric, check your fabric. What should you consider when you're choosing fabric for styles? Because not every fabric is good for ready to wear. There are some fabrics you should definitely avoid if you're going into ready to wear. You can't use any type of fabric. And those are some of the things that make us have collections that don't sell. And then we say, this ready to wear does not have money. No, maybe your fabric choice was bad. That's why it's with you. It's sitting down your rack. Then we have the fashion blueprint, the fashion team blueprints. Who to hire, when to hire, and why. I wish I could pull them up one after the other, but it is. I'll drop them on the group anyway. Who to hire, when to hire, and why. So the fashion team blueprint tells you if you're a solo fashionpreneur, what should you be thinking about with hiring? And then if you're just starting to scale, who should you hire first? Who are the most important people that you need to bring on board? And by the time you reach a certain threshold, who should you add to your team? At what point should you hire freelancers? At what point should you have someone in-house as opposed to a freelancer? What are the things you should consider? How do you hire that person? How do you develop KPIs for them? How do you track their performance? That's what you get in the team building blueprint. Your inventory management guide tells you the kind of inventory that you should consider and have as you're going into your ready to wear. What quantities? You should not just be starting and then you just go and buy one thing. You just buy for 50 pieces. You've not tested the market. You don't know. So it tells you that's your small money that you have. How do we arrange the money? That's what your inventory management guide does for you. And then it also tells you that this thing that you've bought now, how do you take inventory of them to prevent theft, to block the leakages? Now, your order fulfillment and quality control SOP tells you that when someone makes, okay, before I even go there, let me go back to the measurement guide. The ready to wear measurement guide gives you an idea of how to create your own measurement charts. We give you samples of standard measurement charts around the world, UK, US, Europe, and tell you this is what you can do to be able to create your own measurement charts. It talks about pattern grading, how many inches you should add to the shoulder, to the bust, to the hip for different measurements to be able to grade your patterns. Your know your customer guide, which for me is the foundational guide in all these things, because if you want to go into ready to wear, the first thing after knowing your vision is to know your customer. Who are you selling to? If you're selling to everybody, you're selling to nobody. You need to be able to get in. And when we say know your customer, some people just say, yes, I'm sewing for, I just like to make everybody look fine, you know. I so some of you in this place, when I go on your Instagram now, we see ready to wear, bespoke, children's wear and adults. We make everybody look beautiful. Is there anybody like that in these comments? We make everybody look beautiful. Men and women, boys and girls. Are you here? Please. I don't want you to be here. If you're here to make everybody, you want to make everybody look beautiful, only you. You cannot make anybody look beautiful. Because your brain cannot think of everybody at the same time. How do you want to die? So you need to know who your customer is. Who is that one person that you are created to serve? When you are waking up in the morning, you're thinking of her. When you're designing, her avatar is in front of you. Not the one that you know that your customer is this kind of person. You go and put tight clothes. Or your customer likes tight clothes. You go and give her loose clothes. You know, you need to be able to understand. Because even the loose clothes that you're giving customer, there's how it should be if you're selling to a certain type of customer. And that's what you know your customer guide does for you. It goes into the infographics, demographics, and psychographics of your customer. Understanding their data, their buying patterns, and how they feel. It goes into it deep. 22 questions you answer. And by the time you come out of answering those 22 questions, you have, a profitable fashion business. Next, you have the SOP. What are SOPs? Standard operating procedures. They are standard operating procedures for your fashion business. We are systemizing the standards from production to operations to marketing and then to sales. Those are the 4 standard pillars of your fashion business. So if your production, you're dealing with getting fabric, there's everything in the production value chain. Operations, you're dealing with staffing, staff salaries, procurement. That's all part of your operations. Your marketing is everything that you do to be able to make the customer come to you. So it comes to your content, your influencers, all that. That's part of your marketing. And then your sales is that when your marketing has started bringing leads, what are you doing to convert those leads? Those are your sales. Now, the SOPs deal with those different aspects of your business. The fashion content creation playbook will basically systemize everything that Fumi taught you yesterday. We have it written down so that you understand. It's a playbook that goes through all the stages in your customer journey and lets you know the type of content you should be creating to be able to convert those stages. The mindset shift, we have come here and we have said that if you do not master your mind, you cannot master your money. And so the mindset shift guide takes you through exercises that will help you understand that you are worth it. That you are worth what you charge, you are worth what you earn, you are worth what you produce, you are worth it. And so the mindset shift guide is the foundational step with changing your thinking. Because it's difficult for you to have been sewing one dress at a time for 10 years and I'm telling you to move without a mindset shift. You need to know that what I'm telling you can work. You need to be able to internalize it before we can move on. And that's why you have the mindset shift guide. Now for the marketing and yes, the marketing strategy blueprint. It tells you, I've already told you there are four parts of your business: production, operation, marketing, and sales. And so the marketing gives you the marketing strategy. How, after you have finished creating these beautiful pieces, how do you put them in the market? How do people live it? No, it doesn't come as hard copy, and it is not a book. They are guides. So most of them, I don't think there's any that is more than maybe 30 pages. Some of them are less, some of them as little as 12 pages or 15, some are about 20, some are 30, some are a little over 30. They are guides They help you systemize your processes, and they do not come as hard copy. No, thank you. So you can they don't come as hard copies. They come as guides. They are not hard copies. They are soft copies. So you can always print it out and paste in your organization and work with the worksheets in it and all that. The boot camp is starting from the first of the boot camp is starting from the 1st of August to the 31st of August. Boot camp is 1st of August to 31st of August. And this is the thing. When you buy the boot camp, you get the guides for free. So if you're buying the boot camp, the guides are coming to you at no extra cost. And up till tomorrow evening, 11:59 tomorrow, these guides are going to be going at 12,000 naira. But after 11:59 tomorrow, there will not be that price again. You'll see the new price on the seller store. Then for the boot camp, you can secure your slots before 11:59 tomorrow for 20,000 naira. So the boot camp for conference attendees is 120,000 naira. But if you pay today or tomorrow, you secure your slots. The boot camp is for 3 months. It is a 3-month boot camp. And if you pay anytime before tomorrow, 20,000 naira to secure your slots, you get access to pay the balance before the bootcamp starts on the 1st of August. So the balance will now be 100,000, and you get access to the guides immediately. So let's summarize. The bootcamp is a 3-month program. It will teach you how to learn, how to build, how to scale. It's from 1st August. Okay, so you can see this. This slide says 150 because everybody outside of here is paying 150. And initially, I wanted to give you for 150. But Holy Spirit said I should give you for 120. So I reduced it to 120 for conference attendees. But if you don't secure your slot before tomorrow at midnight, you will pay 150. Yes. You can secure your slot with 20,000 naira and then you pay 120. Does anybody have any questions? So that's it. And the bootcamp is from 1st August to 31st October. It's a 3-month bootcamp. 1st August to 31st. Mary says, thank you, Holy Spirit. Yes, I'm sure there's even someone on this. Someone had reached out to me and I told her it was 150. Even before I dropped it. So I'm sure when she even saw me drop that 120, she must have been so surprised that it was 120 because it has always been 150 because I say even that 150 is too small. 150 for 3 months is 50,000 naira per month. Like but okay, let's just get it moving. Do you understand? Let's just get it moving and then we'll take it from there. But if you miss out on it, it's okay. You will still come back home and you will still pay me and you will pay me more and it's fine. I'm not even complaining. So get into the bootcamp if you know you need help. It will change the trajectory of your fashion business. I know that like I know my name. So finally, I want to say thank you. Thank you to, first of all, I have a lot of people to thank. So this is my appreciation time. The first person I'm going to thank on this live stream are my parents. They've been so amazing. And then they've been so amazing. They've supported me throughout this process. And then the other first person I'll thank is my husband. Because my husband has suffered in my hand. Like in the night when I was supposed to be sleeping, I'm working. And it's not easy. It's not easy to be married to someone who wants to make impact. Because you just be, sometimes it will be like, where am I on this ladder? But he's been so supportive. He gives me the freedom to be able to actually give of myself. I want to thank my children because now they know that when mommy is teaching, they should stay in the parlor. And it was hard for us to get to that agreement, but finally they do know. I want to thank my mentor, Coach Wendy Ologe, because if she has not poured into me, I cannot have this energy to come and be pouring into people for 3 days. Coach Wendy Ologe has made it possible for me to become a teacher, to become a coach. It is because of her that I am your profitable fashion coach. The mentorship that she offers through the Masterpiece Mentorship Program is something that has revolutionized my life. and it has made me able to stand before you and speak of the things that I already knew, but I'm now able to deliver them with confidence. And then I want to thank my masterpiece sisters. Some of them are here. Somebody like Leslie Grace that doesn't sleep in the night because I always have 1,000,001 ideas and I must bounce them through someone. So she has, been instrumental. I want to give a special shout out to every conference speaker. I want to shout out to Leslie Grace, Adeze, to Lauren, Fumi. Oh, by the way, Lauren has an offer for you guys. I'll share it in the group. She has an offer for you guys. For anybody who needs pattern making classes, she has a very sweet offer. I begged her. She gave me a sweet offer. I'll share it in the group. So, I want to thank my conference speakers, Lauren, Fumi, Alma, Mazino, Otobore, Nanny Luscious. Gosh, please, you guys, I want to see fire emojis for the conference speakers because they were the real MVPs. Like, how will there be a conference without the conference speakers? The conference speaker, every speaker came and gave of themselves in ways that were truly humbling to me. And I just want to say thank you to every single speaker who came to this conference. And of course, I want to thank you, the conference attendees, because again, if you were not at the conference, who will I be talking to like this now? I'll finish doing all these things. I'll just finish, and I'll not have anybody on this live stream. It will be very hard. Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much. So the conference, I thank you for attending. Yesterday, some people were on the live stream too. I think 10. Someone said it was past 12 midnight where she was, but she was there. The quest for knowledge is truly inspiring. And I don't want it to stop here. I want us to truly, when most of you came here through my ad video, and I said in that video that let us make our fashion businesses profitable this time for real. I really want to see female fashionpreneurs take these things seriously because people are making money in this business. Make no mistakes about it. If the people in your circle are not making money, you need to move. People are making money that makes it look like they are liars in this business, and you can be one of them. I want us to be here next year because there will be a PFA Dressmakers Conference 2026. We'll start planning it from tomorrow. I want us to be here next year telling our success stories. And for those of you who have already paid, a lot of people have already paid for the bootcamp. They've already secured their slot. So in case you're thinking, are there people? Yes, people are already inside there. People are already inside there. They will be able to share their success stories, and I cannot wait. If you know you need help, don't drown. Seek it. And when you seek it, everything you know now, if you know that you cannot afford to pay now, it's okay. But plan towards it. Plan towards it. You need to consciously plan for the development of yourself and your business. Because if you are not growing, you can't grow your business. Your business can only grow because you have new knowledge. It is new knowledge that helps your business grow. If you have been trying to grow your business based on what you know, but it is not growing, it means that you need to go and know more. That's what it means. You need to find new knowledge so that, because you cannot keep trying the same things and expecting a different result. You need to try something else. How can you pay? The details to pay are on the screen right now. They are on the banner that is moving there. And it's also going to be in the group, but it's on the banner that is moving on the screen right now. Bemisola, please, can you drop the payment details on this stream? But it's on the banner that is moving right now, and the payment details are also going to be on the group. So, yes, back to my thanking. So I thank you all. Thank you for being interested in making your business profitable. And thank you for thanking me. I appreciate it. It's been an amazing conference. And when we go back into the community, if you know you are benefited from this, I want you to actually drop your heartfelt reviews, not just fire emojis. Tell us what you learned from the conference and what you will do differently and what your biggest takeaway is. Let us be able to spread this gospel of profitability, because at the end of the day, you are our first sirens. So go into the highways and the lowways and preach the gospel. And the only way you can preach it is to let us see you. Please permit me to cry out, Coach Wura. Coach Wura is just the very best. Your sincerity towards the selfless. Thank you. I love and honor you too. Thank you very much, Mary. I love and honor you too. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you all, and we'll see each other in the community. Don't forget, um, buy your bundles before tomorrow. And for those of you who have bought the bundles, you're getting your bundles tonight. I wanted to give it tomorrow, but you're going to get it tonight so that you can come and tell the people that have not yet bought what you saw inside. So that in case they are still thinking that should I buy or should I not buy, when you come and you tell them what's in the bundle, maybe they can be able to benefit from the 12 in 1 before midnight tomorrow. And at this junction, I think I'm going to call it a night. Thank you so very much. It's been an honor and privilege to be your convener. I remain Wuraola Ubaka, your one, your only profitable fashion coach. Because if your business is not making money, my dear, why are you even in business? Thank you all so much and have a fantastic night. Signing out. Mwah.